It was a Tuesday afternoon, late September, the kind of day where the air feels crisp and the sky is impossibly blue. Emma Rodriguez was in her kitchen, chopping vegetables for dinner. Her phone buzzed on the counter. It was 2:47 p.m., a text from her husband, Marcus. "Babe, you should see this view. Worth every step. Signal spotty up here. Love you. See you by 8. She smiled, wiped her hands on the dish towel, and sent back a heart emoji. Marcus had been planning this solo hike for weeks. It was his way of decompressing after a brutal month at work. As a trauma surgeon at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles, he rarely took time for himself. The fact that he'd finally blocked off a full day, that felt like a small victory. That Tuesday, September 19th, 2017, Marcus Rodriguez set out to hike the Mist Trail to Vernal Fall in Yosemite National Park, one of California's most popular trails, one of the supposedly safest trails. Over 300,000 people hike it every year. The round trip is only 5.4 miles. Rangers describe it as strenuous but well-maintained. Marcus never came home, and what investigators discovered in the days that followed would challenge everything we think we know about disappearances in America's wilderness. By 10 p.m. that night, Emma knew something was wrong. Marcus was obsessively punctual, a trait honed by years of emergency medicine, where seconds mattered. When he said 8 p.m., he meant 8 p.m., maybe 8:15 if traffic was bad. She called his cell. Straight to voicemail, she called again. And again. At 11:03 p.m., Emma dialed 911. The Mariposa County Sheriff's dispatcher was patient, but firm. "Ma'am, adults have the right to change their plans. Has your husband given you any reason to believe he might be in danger?" "He's a doctor," Emma said, her voice cracking. "He knows how dangerous it is to be out there alone after dark. He would never—" "I understand your concern. Let's give it until morning. If he hasn't contacted you by 6 a.m., call us back." But Emma couldn't wait. She knew the statistics that most people don't. The first 24 hours are critical in missing persons cases. After that, the chances of a positive outcome drop dramatically. She called the Yosemite Emergency Communications Center directly at 11:47 p.m., demanding to speak with a ranger. This time, she got a different response. "Your husband's vehicle. Can you describe it?" "Silver Toyota 4Runner, California plates." There was a pause, keyboard clicking. Then, "Ma'am, we have a vehicle matching that description still in the Curry Village parking lot. We'll send someone to check it immediately." The vehicle was there, locked, undisturbed. Marcus's hiking permit, filed that morning at the Wilderness Center, confirmed his intended route. Mist Trail, Summit Vernal Fall, return by 7 p.m. He should have been off the mountain hours ago. Search and rescue was mobilized at 1:34 a.m. Yosemite National Park covers 747,956 acres. That's nearly 1,200 square miles of wilderness. Granite cliffs, waterfalls, dense forest. But the Mist Trail. The Mist Trail is different. It's paved for the first mile. It has guardrails. There are warning signs everywhere. During peak season, hundreds of hikers traverse it daily. So, how does someone vanish on one of the most trafficked trails in America? Ranger Christine Park led the initial search team at first light, Wednesday morning. I spoke with her in 2024, 7 years after Marcus's disappearance, and she still remembers every detail. "The Mist Trail is challenging, but predictable," Park explained. "The main dangers are slippery rocks from the waterfall spray and people underestimating the elevation. Gain. But you'd have to actively try to get lost. The trail is that well marked. The team found Marcus's first clue at 8:47 a.m. His water bottle, 3/4 full, sitting on a flat rock approximately 1 mile up the trail. The location was puzzling. It wasn't a normal rest stop, and the bottle had been placed deliberately, not dropped. It felt staged, Park recalled, like he wanted us to find it. At 11:20 a.m., they found his phone. The iPhone was located approximately 50 yards off-trail, partially concealed under a fallen log near the Merced River. The screen was shattered, but the device powered on when connected to a portable charger. What investigators found in that phone would transform this from a missing hiker case into something far more disturbing. Detective James Woolsey of the Mariposa County Sheriff's Office specializes in missing persons cases in Yosemite. Over 13 people have vanished in the park since 2013. Some found, some never recovered. All mysteries in their own right. Marcus's phone contained 47 photographs taken the morning of his disappearance. The first 32 were typical: scenic views, waterfall shots, selfies on the trail. But the final 15 photos, taken between 1:52 p.m. and 2:33 p.m., they were different. They showed the same spot from different angles, Woolsey told me. A section of forest, about 200 yards east of the main trail. Nothing remarkable about the location, just trees, rocks, undergrowth, but Marcus had photographed it obsessively, zooming in, adjusting angles, as if he was documenting something specific. Investigators rushed to the location. They found disturbed earth, recently turned over. Someone had been digging. 3 feet down, they discovered a weathered backpack containing an expired California driver's license belonging to Joel Winslow. Reported missing in 2003, $8,400 in cash, vacuum sealed in plastic. A handwritten note that simply read, "Don't trust the Rangers." The discovery sent shockwaves through the investigation. Joel Winslow had vanished 14 years earlier. On the same trail. His case had gone cold. No leads, no body, no resolution. His family had spent over a decade searching for answers. Now, suddenly, there was evidence that his disappearance was connected to something larger, and that Marcus had stumbled onto it.